அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி தனி பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி தனி பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி தனிப்பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி தனிப்பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி தன்னை பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி தன்னை பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி தனி பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி தனி பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி தனி பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி ஓம் நம சிவாய 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 அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி தனிப்பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி தனிப்பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி கருணை வெள்ளமை ஈசன் அருளால் கருணை பெற்ற கமலமுனி வீர பிரம்மஸ்ரீ சிவசுப்பிரமணிய குருசுவாமிகள் திருப்பெயரால் சுவாமிமார்களுக்கும் குருமார்களுக்கும் சிவனடியார்களுக்கும் சிவபக்தர்களுக்கும் பெரியோர்களுக்கும் பெற்றோர்களுக்கும் பிள்ளை செல்வங்களுக்கும் எனது ஒழுங்கணிந்த வணக்கத்தை நான் அடியேன் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். My loving greetings, Vanakkam, Namaste, Prem, Namaskar. I acknowledge with deep reverence all spiritual leaders, luminaries, Siva brothers and sisters. On the 5th of October 1823, a divine soul, a highly evolved soul, entered the portals of this mundane world. In a place known as Marudar, about 20 kilometers away from that sacred Chidambaram temple, to very pious parents, Ramaya, Pillai and Chinnamai. This divine soul was known as Ramalingar Swamigal or Ramalingar Adigal, or even Arupradasa Vallala. He was commonly known in India and in other parts of the world as Vallala. Today being the 5th of October 2023, it therefore marks 200 years of the birth commemoration of this noble, highly elevated Siddha saint. He may not have been one of the enlisted 63 Saiva saints, but indeed he was a Siddha who has made his mark in this mundane world. Today, 200 years after his birth on the 5th of October 1823, we express our love, deep reverence, and our devotion to this highly elevated saint, Ramalingar Swamigal. So on behalf of the Saiva Sithantha, the Sungam of South Africa, and all its structures, I welcome all of you, the listeners, and those who connected on Facebook Live tonight. Welcome you to this program tonight, and I trust that you will get a deeper understanding of the mission of Ramalingar Swamigal on this earth, and you will understand that you have a role to play in your life in terms of his teachings. So very respectfully, wherever you may be, from whichever point you may be connecting, we implore you to now rise as we open in prayer. Nandri Amaragal, thank you. You may be seated. So enjoy the program of hymns sung by the Nightingale of the Sangam, Rani Naika. We will commence with an invocation to Lord Ganesha.
Sungam
of parallelism between the founder and ecclesiastical head of the Saiva Sithantha Sangam, His Holiness Brahma Sri Subramani Guru Swamigal, to Ramalingar Swamigal. Even in their childhood, they had similar experiences. When Guru Swami's parents took him as a child to the temple for blessings, he was placed on the floor, and he was so fascinated by the lights at the altar that he burst out laughing. And the priest then told the parents, "This is a divine child. He has come to do some divine work in this world." And just as the priest said, Guru Swamigal is one of the greatest spiritual giants ever to grace the soils of South Africa. When Ramalingar Swamigal was only 5 months old, he was taken to the Chidambaram temple for blessings. And when the prayers are done in the temples in India, they are done behind the curtains. And when the curtains were drawn, it exposes the brilliant light emanating from the Mulasthana. And when Ramalingar Swamigal caught sight of the lights in the Mulasthana, he deeply connected with the lights and he burst out laughing. Being a child 5 months old, it was like a toothless laugh. He was in the ecstasy of spiritual experience. He was deeply connected with the divine. He experienced the nectar of spiritual experience, and one could see that deep connectedness between the child Ramalingam with the Supreme Sivaperumal. It is similar experiences that Guru Swamigal had here in South Africa when he was taken to the temple. A year after the birth of this beautiful child, the father, Ramaya Pillai, passed away. Because of this untimely demise, Chinnamai moved away with baby Ramalingam to live with her mother in Chinnathavanam. And in 1826, they moved to Chennai to live with his brother Sabapati. Sabapati wanted Ramalingam to attend formal education in schools, but the child Ramalingam was not interested in school, even at the tender age as a child. Sabapati was not happy with the child. He then asked his wife not to give baby Ramalingam his daily meals as a punishment. But because his wife had so much of compassion, she gave the young Ramalingam his meals very, very secretively. At one time, Ramalingam had to replace his brother at a religious gathering. And he had to deliver a discourse. The young Ramalingam delivered a great discourse on the verses from the Periya Purana, an epic poem by Sekara about the 63 Nine-Mar saints. And his presentation was received and appreciated by all who were present in that religious gathering, as if it was delivered by a learned scholar. And from then on, Ramalingar's mental and spiritual growth progressed rapidly. Ramalinga Swamigal wanted society to be free from the grips of the evil caste system that was so prevalent in India, and he strongly advocated social transformation. He advocated for social equality, to put an end to the caste system, especially in the community and amongst the local people, and born out of compassion for all the life forms. He was also against the slaughter of animals and therefore strongly promoted vegetarianism amongst all his followers. Ramalinga preached the knowledge of the highest light and led his disciples on the spiritual path. In his tender age, he showed people how to follow the spiritual path. And he himself retired to the room upstairs in his brother's house. And he sat in front of the mirror with a beautiful flame lit, and he worshipped that light. He worshipped Lord Muruga in the form of that light. He was gifted with divine power to gain knowledge and wisdom. By God's grace, he got proficiency in singing songs like the Tirumalays, Devaram Tiruvasavam, and the songs of Tirumala. To Ramalinga Swamigal, Valala are known as Tiru Arunpa. He set up hygienic rules for family life. He showed the people how to keep the body young, healthy, and bright. He taught how a man should eat, what particular vegetables he can eat, what he should avoid, and he taught how a person should walk, sleep, talk, and even move about. He also taught about the healthy limit to sex life and how to transform sex energy. And he taught the disciples how to exercise. So he taught the followers everything that will help them to a life divine. Ramalinga Swamigal advocated 3 stages in one's spiritual journey. And he not only advocated it, he wrote songs about each stage of the journey. And he lived a life going through these 3 stages. And these 3 stages are the purgative stage, the illuminative stage, and the unitive stage. The first stage is the purgative path, in which one purifies and purges oneself of all the impurities, purifies himself of all the desires and attachments, of all the imperfections, shortcomings in renunciation, passion, and love for God. And through this process of purification and purgation, a spiritual aspirant can experience phenomenal transformation. He advocated that you take control of 3 things: Mano, Vaku, Gaya. The modifications of the mind, the words, and the actions. And through these 3 things, we tend to lose our pathway of virtue, our pathway of righteousness. And I've always advocated that from birth to death, we must always gravitate our lives to a state of pureness. We have to attain pure consciousness. And the very fact that we place a white dot between the eyebrows, which is the seat of consciousness, is to identify life with the state of pure consciousness. You cannot use a white dot and engage in anything that is evil, unrighteous, or non-virtuous. No matter who you are, what type of life you have led, what imperfections you have, what faults and failures you were overwhelmed with in life, each one of us has the capacity to experience this transformation. The rose farmers in India gather the cow dung. And the cow dung becomes smelling. It gives off an unpleasant stench. But they take the cow dung and feed it to all the rose plants. The smelling, stinking cow dung is transformed into beautiful, colorful, bright roses. Likewise, with all our faults and failures and all our imperfections, we too have the potential to experience powerful transformation. And therefore, the first pathway that Ramalingar Swamigal advocates is the purgative pathway. When you start looking at yourself, you understand how much of negative emotions your life is overwhelmed with. All the negative emotions of anger, hatred, envy, jealousy, lust, greed. On a sunny day, you can look at the sun, you can see the sun and you can experience the light. But on a cloudy day, with the sky covered with dark clouds, neither can you see the sun nor experience the light. We are creating the cloudiness within our lives and therefore unable to experience or see or have a vision of the light within. So let us all take the cue from Ramalingar Swamigal and go through life through this purgative path, purify and purge our lives through our thoughts, words, and actions. The second path, known as the illuminative path, comes after the purgative path. And after the purification and purgation has taken place in your life, the spiritual aspirant is able to gain illumination, knowledge, and wisdom. Only when your mind is pure, when your mind is in a calm state, you are in a beautiful inner state, you will be able to imbibe all the phenomenal knowledge and wisdom. And you will not only become empowered, but through that knowledge and wisdom you will be able to move from a position of arivu to unarvu, from knowledge to experience. And therefore the second path of illumination is important. Through that purgation, purification, you will be able to go deep within yourself and unravel the mystery of your inner life. You'll be able to discover who you really are. And you'll be able to discover the role played by the divine. You'll experience an energy shift. in this pathway. And during this stage, there is a strong outpouring of grace of God on the pilgrim treading this long road towards Godhead. And the third path is the unitive path, in which the pilgrim marches on with buoyant and joyous steps, filled with hope and free from any doubt and any misconceptions. Because this path is subsequent to the first two stages of the journey. That is the purgative and illuminative. So you are now in the stage to enjoy the journey. And you are freed from all misconceptions. You experience a sense of illumination. And this journey is characterized by some sort of urgency. There is a longing and a yearning to get to God when you come to the third stage. And therefore, you start your journey very, very circumspectly. You will start moving a bit swiftly. And in this journey, you will start trotting. And suddenly there is an outburst on this journey. You break into trot and finally you start galloping towards God because your longing and yearning becomes intensified to such an extent that your longing makes you gallop towards God with your arms stretched out, with you embracing God in your heart. This is this most beautiful step because there's so much of experience. You experience the light in this journey and the experience of light within you in meditation, in a day-to-day life, guiding you on this pathway, makes you gallop in this journey towards God. You want to experience a oneness and synergy with Saiva. You want to experience the sweet nectar, experiencing the ecstasy of spiritual experience, overwhelmed by the presence of the divine within you, connecting with your own inner divinity, experiencing even the divine vibrating in every cell in your body and pulsating in every vein in your body. You'll experience the power of the divine in your Apnea chakra, in your consciousness. And the more and more you start experiencing the divine, the more the divine becomes embedded in your consciousness. The more the divine becomes embedded in your consciousness, it becomes a reality to you. You'll start living it. So your life is a life one with God. Because that is who you become. That is your journey. And this is the third step, the unitive. One, you're uniting one with God. You're in a oneness with God. You're experiencing synergy with God. There was a beautiful rhythm, a song that was sung, Petra Taraitani Mangamarundalam, a composition of Ramalingar Swamigal, in which Ramalingar Swamigal says, Petra Taraitani Mangamarundalam, Play Perum Thai Marundalam. Even if a newborn baby becomes oblivious of her own mother and the mother forgets her own newborn baby, we all know there is a natural bond between mother and child. But Ramalingar Swami says, even if this extreme happens, where the mother and child are oblivious of each other, உற்ற தேகத்தை உயிர் மறந்தாலும் உயிரை வேறியே உடல் மறந்தாலும். Even if this body is not aware of the life within, and the life within is oblivious of this body. Katta nenjengum kale marandalum. Even if this mind becomes completely blank, completely devoid of any awareness, consciousness, devoid of any knowledge, it is completely blank. Even if this extreme happens. Kangal nindru ivaipadu marandalum. Even if the eyelids lose the sense of action. Even if all these extremes happen in my life, Ramalingar Swamigal sums up by saying, Nattavattava ullirundu mogum Namachivayate naan varaven. O Lord Namasivaya, you who are the indweller of all the saints and sages, I will never forget you, even if all these extremes happen in my life. So that is the intensity of faith, that is the intensity of devotion and supplication to the divine. And in this pathway, when you reach that unitive pathway, that is when you are reaching the state of parisuddham. You are reaching the state of oneness with God, and the Supreme Siva Perumal grants you the arrow, the grace, and liberates you from the cycle of births and deaths. So you're not stuck in the cycle anymore. You are turning into Sivalogam, experiencing eternal peace and immortal bliss in oneness with God in Sivalogam. So this is a beautiful pathway that Ramalingar Swamigal sets out in 3 stages. And he has sung songs in each of those stages that helps the spiritual pilgrim on his pathway. Even Guru Swamigal even sets out similar pathways from birth to death. And we need to follow the pathway so that we reach the goal of human life. And on this beautiful night, 200 years after the birth of this spiritual giant, who entered the portals of this mundane worldly life, we pay reverence, our love, and our devotion to Ramalingar Swamigal. At this point, we would ask Stilani to render another item or so. And then I'll take you into meditation. I will now take you into a deep meditation on the light. So ensure that you are seated in a sacred space, in a sacred manner, with your spine upright, and place your hands on your laps, palms facing upwards. Gently close your eyes. Breathe in with slow, long breaths through your nostrils in, and breathe out slowly and fully through your nostrils. This will enable you to move into a state of relaxation. Now visualize a golden ball of light in the sanctum sanctorum of your heart, which is shining bright, beautiful and brilliant. And as you are breathing in through your nostrils, visualize the light is expanding in your heart in size. As you are breathing out, visualize the ball of light is diminishing in size, but the light is flowing throughout your body, permeating your entire body and filling every cell in your body with golden light. Follow this process as you breathe in, visualize the expansion of the ball of light in your heart. As you're breathing out, feel the vibrations and the flow of the energy of light throughout your body. Experience the vibration and the energy of this light flowing and spreading throughout your body and filling every cell in your body with golden light. Continue this process to become one with the light in body, mind and soul. If you go through this process sincerely, You will be elevated to the ecstasy of spiritual experience. Continue breathing in, visualizing the expansion of the ball of light, breathing out, and feeling the energy flow throughout your body and filling every cell in your body. Now remember and reflect on the beautiful and precious moments that you have experienced in your life that brought you so much of happiness, joy, and peace. Remember and reflect on all the successes in your life. Remember and reflect on all the people that have had an impact on your life. Remember and reflect on all your loved ones who are your inner circle in relationships. Remembering and reflecting is an expression of gratitude to the Divine. Because all this has happened only through the grace of the Divine. So remember and reflect on all this. Now you can have a conversation with the Supreme Sivapurima, who is manifest in your heart as the golden ball of light. You can speak to him about anything, You can share with him whatever is very, very important to you in your life at the moment. Share that with the Lord, the golden ball of light. Or you can share anything that you want to in a silent conversation with God in your heart. Now that you are in a sacred space, a beautiful spiritual space, radiate your love, light and blessings to all your loved ones. Radiate your love, light and blessings to the country, so that there could be transformation in governance in this country, in all tiers of government, national, provincial and local. Radiate your love and light to this country so that there will be stability in the country, interracial harmony in this country, and peace in this country. Now radiate your love, light and blessings to the whole world for stability in all the countries, for interracial harmony in all the countries, and for peace within countries and between countries. Now slowly you come back to your body and you become aware of your mind. And in this state you are going to make powerful affirmations to God. Please repeat these affirmations after me. I am light. Glowing light, radiating light, intensified light. God consumes my darkness, transmuting it into light. This day I am the focus of the central sun, flowing through me in a crystal river, a living fountain of light that can never be qualified by human thoughts and feelings. I am the outpost of the divine. Such darkness that has used me is swallowed up by the mighty river of light, which I am. I am. I am. I am light. I live. I live. I live in light. I am light, fullest dimension. I am light, purest intention. I am light, light, light. Flooding the world wherever I move. Blessing and strengthening and conveying the purpose of the kingdom of heaven. I am light, light, light. அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி, அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி, தனிப்பெரும் கருணை, அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி, 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 அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி, அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி, தனிப்பெரும் கருணை, அருட்பெரும் Thank you very much to all of you. We come to the end of the program. I invoke the blessings of our Master, His Holiness Brahma Sri Swamigal. and the blessings of Ramalingar Swamigal and the grace of Sungam be showered upon each one of you who have connected the program tonight. May you find joy in your hearts, peace in your minds, and bliss in your lives. God bless you and have a pleasant evening. Nandri Vanakkam.